The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
And good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. This is CA Newry, and of course, it is finally Thursday, March 20th. It's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And once again, this is CA Newry, and I shall be your host for the day. Actually, we have royalty into the house. You know when you say royalty, that means like it have to be some kind of big time people. We have representatives from the Red Cross Society, and they have this big fair. And you know, it's the year. Everybody goes to the Red Cross fair. And so they send their representative. Do they call them emissaries now, Erin?
Ambassadors.
What's an emissary? Oh, that's a big word.
I'd be honest with you. Like I think like an emissary is the person who brings the message. Like you send the message with the emissary.
And what is ambassador?
But then I always it sounds like you was the enemy. Whenever the people say my emissary, I always feel like that's my enemy. I have to be very careful.
What is ambassador? What's that?
Ambassador represents the organization. They don't speak on their own words, but they have been authorized to speak on behalf of the organization. They reflect the organization and they present the organization in various spaces.
So you're saying Ms. Thurston and Mr. Edgecombe is scripted? They didn't come with their own ideas?
No, I'm saying that they are part of a well-fueled and oiled team, and they develop the messages that they speak. I don't know. They seem like they're officers within the organization. See, like somebody like me, like you give me one T-shirt and tell me I could have unlimited fritters at the Red Cross Fair, and I will be your ambassador.
That's not working.
I will message your message everywhere.
They may have fritters at the Red Cross Fair.
May.
Vice President, so you get the full title there, which is Miss Kim Thurston. And of course, we have Travis Edgecombe, who is a communication officer for the Red Cross. So they're here to tell us about their annual fair. Right? I think they changed venues recently, and so I need to be updated on what's happening, the where's, the when, and what all happening. The last time I went to the Red Cross Fair, it was still at the government house. Is that still, Ms. Thurston, you go ahead. You tell me about the Red Cross Fair, where it's at, the dates and the times. And so let's know.
Thank you, Mr. Newry, for having us. And good morning, Bahamas. On March 29th, Saturday, all roads will lead to Awaki for the annual Red Cross Fair. This year, we celebrate our 81st fair. The fair starts at 12 noon, and we will be there until the wheels roll off. So inviting you, Bahamas, to come and participate in this much-needed fundraiser for the Bahamas Red Cross. So Saturday.
You say Awaki. Awaki huge, you know. You need
the heritage site, right?
Okay.
That property right in the back of the police station.
Okay. So tell me about booths and times and places. Who's going to be there? Do I need to get tickets? I see, I'm out of the loop. I normally give my child money, and the wife takes her. And they go to the Red Cross.
You need to come this year.
It looks like I need to go.
You need to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to come this year.
Because I need Conky Kong fritters in there, and hinted that Conky Kong fritters be at the Red Cross.
And we have two booths, two vendors.
Yeah.
Pick, choose, and refuse. So when one busy, you could go to the next one.
Okay, that's
when
good.
that busy, come
And
back to
they
the other
all
one.
are very, very good.
Very good in Conky.
Okay, so now the phones are already starting ringing. Tell me about the vendors, and then we go through the intricacies of what is the Red Cross Fair, then Aaron can jump in.
We have a variety of vendors, you name it, and it'll be at the fair. We have approximately 50 booths. Up to yesterday, we have 50 booths. We have a kids' corner. Yeah. So if you want to roam the fair and you want to leave your children in the kids' corner, it's very secured. So we have people there who will be watching your children while you're in the checking out all these booths. I'm going to let Travis talk about all the lineup that we have in terms of entertainment and what to expect. The entrance fee is $10 for adults.
That's nice.
$5 for children. But we're going to do something a little special this year. So we may have a parent come with so many children, right? And that's $5. So we're going to reduce that to $3. We also asking, because we have the Battle of the Bands, we asking school-age children to come as well to the fair. Come and cheer on your favorite band.
Now hold on. Battle of the Bands. What pop band or brass band?
Great question, because I don't know what the band no more.
Because these high school they
Oh,
got
yes.
superstar pop bands and stellar marching bands.
Yes, you're going to get a variety of a mixture of both. From the high schools, so we have St. John's, we have St. Anne's, we have C.V. Bethel, we have R.M. Bailey.
All the top pop
We
bands.
have all the top pop bands and marching bands, Government High. We also have the UB band involved. So it's also high school and college and university that's going to be involved as well.
Awesome. That's
So it can be entertained then.
It's going to be entertainment.
Yeah.
And we're starting off the fair with the Junkanoo Rush Out. And that will be the winners of the Junior Junkanoo Parade. They will open up the fair at 12 noon. And then after that, we have the Battle of the Bands at the actual fair.
Okay.
so Junior Junkanoo winners opening the event at 12 o'clock. So
Yes.
be there.
12 noon.
Sharp,
Be there sharp.
sharp.
We kicking it off in full gear from 12 noon.
Now listen, any other incentives for coming there early? Like I noticed it's 50. We are entering the 52nd year of independence, and y'all still don't have bouncing castles for adults.
Oh, we can make that happen.
We can make that happen. We
I
can
mean,
make that happen.
I would pay $10 extra on top of my entry fee,
to go in that bouncing castle.
and promise to buy something else just to have access to the bouncing castle.
And to be honest, our theme this year is generation to generation. So we want the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the aunts, the uncles, the mothers, the fathers, the children to be a part. So we want to see that collaborative family unit back at the Red Cross Fair because, people have not, the generation of now, so we want that to come back. We want that community and the camaraderie of people and community to come back at the Red Cross Fair. So that's what we're promoting this year as generation to generation as our theme.
This is what I want to know. Like I said, this will be my first time going to Awaki to the Red Cross Fair. Where I can park.
There's so much parking right across the street, opposite the gas station, all that vacant area. All of that will be used for parking.
Okay.
So you have a lot of parking.
So across the street from Clifton Clifford Park, sorry. You could park across there, and then also that big open area where you could park across the street from the beach. That's open there for you to park as
so
well.
to the eastern side
Eastern
of the
side, that's
heritage side.
yes, correct.
Before you formally get to Western Esplanade.
Correct.
To Esplanade,
I see
right?
it.
Yes.
Okay. See, because where the grass is, since you say this is a thing called generation to generation,
Yes.
if I could get a couple generations out there, bring a couple comfy chair and a picnic blanket and find a space
Yes.
away from the crowd, because we know it could be crowded.
Yes.
Where we could hang out for 3 hours.
Yes.
Move around, mommy walk, then daddy walk, then Grammy, right? And make it a family day.
Okay, let's talk more about entertainment, right?
Entertainment.
So far I hear they have all kind of pop bands, and you have the top pop bands in the country going to be out there. What else is going to be out there?
So the opening ceremony is going to be at 3 p.m. That will feature Her Excellency the Governor General. She will be there as well for the opening ceremony. And then we also have E.P. Roberts' Boys Choir. They're going to be there as well at the opening ceremony. And then also for entertainment, we have at 4 o'clock to 6 p.m. we have the Praise Party, which will feature V. Mac, Antonio J. Thompson, Willison Niobe Mackey, the Royal Bahamas Police Force Choir. We have a full lineup. And then after that, 7 o'clock, we have the Wee Scullin Party.
Hold on. Wait, the name D-Mac.
V-Mac.
Oh, V-Mac. So
V-Mac.
V-Mac is gospel singing.
Back in the DMAC.
Yes.
That's what I saying.
Yes,
Okay.
V-Mac. V-Mac will be there to perform as well.
Nice.
Yes. And then the Wee Scullin, we have Nishi Ellis. She's going to be headlining the Wee Scullin Party with Johnny Cake. We also have Shine Bahamas, Iron Store,
Oh, it's a party.
backed up
Wee
by
Scullin.
Shad Colley and the
Wee
VIPs.
Scullin.
Ilsha
Hold on,
will be
hold on,
there.
hold on.
What's that new song, Aaron? What you want us playing?
By Johnny Cake?
Johnny Cake
Rip,
there.
Wap. So
Yeah.
Julian Believe, featuring Shine and Johnny Cake, they have a new song called Whip Wap. I believe it's inspired by how old people used to beat you. Whip, wap, whip, wap. But young people say they had their own dance and everything. I say, y'all believe what you want, believe. Just be at the Red Cross Fair so we could do the whip wop together.
If Johnny K could be there and
But-
Shine could be there, I expect the song to be
But
sung.
well, don't forget. I mean, I love Johnny Cake and Shine. I love Iron Store. I love my cousin Shad Colley and the VIPs.
And
I love.
Missy Ellis had to hit the top song.
But and Ilsha, who won the Golden Jubilee Song Love. But Mr. Newry, you ain't never had a cassette tape in your car from the E.P. Roberts Choir. E.P. Roberts
I
Primary
don't
School
have no
Choir.
cassette tape
You ain't never owned a cassette tape. You ain't never had one of them cassette tape.
in the car.
I mean, maybe you played in the car, maybe you didn't. But I just saying.
That's an entire different generation.
I remember. Exactly, that's the point. I want these young people to know. Don't think these little primary school children, they fanning after E.P. Roberts and their musical selection.
I remember competing against E.P. Roberts.
Oh,
choir
that's what I
in
understand
school.
now. I understand now. That's what happened.
They had a good choir from way back when.
Yeah,
Yes.
did you all out sing them?
No, E.P. Roberts won in 88 and 89.
And 90 and 91
Yeah,
and 90.
yeah, they sang. They sang. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
excited-
competing. I
I think
remember
that's
competing.
going to be a wonderful performance.
It will.
Yeah.
I think it will be.
But I need to know more. What else happened in that at the Red Cross Fair?
And then guess what? After the Weeskallen party, we are ending the fair with another Junkanoo rush out. Now these the big boys.
Who this could be?
You keeping it they keeping it a secret. Look at they
We
don't
keep
want
it. We're gonna tell you soon.
All right, you're gonna make that big announcement.
We want
soon,
that
soon,
anticipation,
soon.
but if in order for you to experience it, you got to be there.
So, Ms. Thurston, tell us why it's important to continue to support the Red Cross Fair.
As you are aware, the Red Cross is a non-profit organization. So we raise money from donors, from volunteers, and by helping ourselves, right? Self-help. So the fair is one way. One of our major fundraisers, we just came out the ball in January, which is the major fundraiser, and the next fundraiser is the fair. So it's important that we continue to raise money for the Red Cross because we are mandated to help the most vulnerable among us, right? We are guided by principles, right? 7 principles, which are humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, voluntary service, unity, and universality. So we're guided by those principles. So everything we do is around that. If you look at the Red Cross today, the Red Cross is stretched because one time ago people would say, you know, in the Bahamas we like to characterize and say people like this. The faces that come to us every day looks like this. Our
Everybody,
faces, everybody. So you could imagine the demand then that's placed on the Red Cross. And in order for us to continue our programs, we need funding. So we need you to come out and support the fair so we can continue these various funding programs that we do every day. For instance, we have our ambulance service, we have a Meals on Wheels, we have first aid, we do backyard farming. And from our own backyard, we use whatever's harvested there in our kitchen for our Meals on Wheels program.
Man, Mr. Newry, we need to have a conversation about that, like backyard farming and innovation and ingenuity. Because a lot of times people don't understand how many resources they have at their hands, but because they're sort of ignorant as what they are and how they could use them, right? I think that'd be a great conversation, Mr. Newry.
Yeah, man.
Because the Red Cross doing it. So you're using what you grow in your feeding program.
Right, because on a daily basis, we feed approximately 180 persons. And sometimes that's the only meal they get for the day. And you could imagine if they don't have the Red Cross, we actually come to their homes, we deliver, right? Then those are persons who don't have the means
Right.
to
And
feed themselves. We also have a monthly package that we do for those persons who may be able to prepare a meal, but they don't have the means to buy the ingredients
Themselves.
So, and this year in particular, we're looking forward to expanding that program because of the demand. We also do this feeding program in Grand Bahama, but we want to reach out and touch. We want to touch some more of the Bahamas because we know the needs are greater.
and sometimes they're multiple.
Oh, yeah.
If I were mobile, if I could move my own body, or if I could drive, right? If I could get around, then maybe I could find other resources myself. So I'm sort of, it's a triple kind of oppression or disability people are faced with. And then sometimes we look at people and we don't realize that, yeah, they have a very good job, but they're also taking care of the medical needs of two of their parents.
And
or-
they're hurting. You have people, the working class, who are hurting. So those type of people are coming to the Red Cross as well. We try not to turn anybody away. We try our best after assessment to see how we can assist.
So I'll take this opportunity to again thank the Red Cross for all the work they're doing in the Bahamas, and that's why it's so important to attend these events. You mentioned that recently you had your ball that's gone now, and now this is the second event, the second major event. Which day is the Red Cross fair happening again?
That's Saturday, March 29th.
That's next week.
That's next week Saturday.
Next week starts.
At noon and ends until.
And when you say until, I don't want people running me when I start just reach here 12 o'clock in the morning and say, man, I come here to party.
No, we won't go past 1 o'clock, 1:30 for sure.
Okay.
But until from 12 noon until we're
late.
done.
Yeah, till early.
Late.
Now,
Yeah.
let's talk about payment options for the festival. A lot of festivals have adopted alternate payment options. Is this what we call a funny money festival? Do I
Or bring beginning money.
Do I have to buy tickets at a particular booth and spend tickets? Am I spending cash? Do vendors have the option, or are they providing me the option of a credit card machine? Do they
Yes.
take sand dollars?
Yes, we will have a bank that will be on the ground, and we have Red Cross funds that will be distributed to patrons that will be attending the fair. So they will pay for those Red Cross funds, and we give them how much they would want. Various stalls at the fair, so that they can pay for either food or indigenous items, because we have a variety of vendors that will be selling items, drinks, food, indigenous products.
Chichanis.
All those kind of
Yeah,
things
yeah.
will be there as well. And then also we have a domino tournament that's going to be at the Red Cross
Live?
Fair. Yes,
Live.
live at. There will be a domino tournament at the Red Cross Fair, and the prize is a huge grill. So
Now,
we're
Charles,
looking.
Let me interject. We're going to have two domino tournaments.
Yes.
At 5, we're going to have a junior domino tournament.
What's the age?
Yes.
What's the age cutoff?
13 to 18.
Okay.
And then when that
Will
is
there be
completed,
somebody?
then no.
listen,
Then
these-
right after that, we're gonna have the adult domino tournament,
Yes.
and that's when you're gonna win the
grill.
the large grill. The grill is not one of those store-bought grills. Someone actually made it.
I built it.
Built
Okay,
it.
okay, so two things. Y'all don't know, people over the age of 65 don't like us young people playing dominoes with them. They tell you, go to the cheering table. Second of all,
That's why we have it separate. We're gonna have them from 5
From-
o'clock.
Yep.
To 7, and then we're gonna start the adults dominoes from 7 until.
what's the prize for the young people?
Well, we're trying to get something donated now, so we're working
Yes.
on
Something
something
spicy.
Yes.
spicy for
Like
them.
tech.
Tech.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tech.
yeah.
Some techie, because
Yes.
that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right, so we're working on that. In terms of buying funds and tickets, we have banks strategically placed all around the fairgrounds who will be selling. So it wouldn't be like you have to go to a particular spot or just two places to get this
Yeah, and long line.
a long
See, but
line. It's all over the fair.
Parents embrace this ticket function, right? Because you could tell your children, look, 10 ticket, you get 20 ticket. Don't come back to me for nothing more. You get 20 ticket, bust a hole in it. Don't come back until you spend it all.
I noticed that Travis has not mentioned any raffle. Will there be any raffle this year?
At the fair, because at the Red Cross we have an annual raffle,
Oh,
which
okay.
is the annual raffle that we have later in the year.
I like winning
Yes.
things though.
That's
anything,
okay.
anything for me to win?
You're gonna win this free entertainment because there's
Okay.
nowhere you could go in the Bahamas and pay $10.
That's
for
true,
all
but
this
Two
have a
stuff.
big time
Battle of the
concert.
Bands,
Yeah.
gospel concert, we skull and party for $10
Listen-
for adults and
listen-
5 for children.
List the performance again.
So the performance is going to be the praise party starts off with DJ Godson, who's going to be the DJ from 12 noon up to 6 o'clock.
Bam,
He's going to be
bam,
having
bam.
us jamming straight through as you go through and peruse through the stalls. So the lineup is going to be VMAC, we have Shabak, we have Antonio J. Thompson, we have Melissa Niobe, we have the Royal Bahamas Police Force Choir, we have the We Skullin' Party, which will feature Melody, Nishi Ellis as the headliner, Johnny Cake, Iron Store, Ilsha, Shad Colley, and the VIPs will back up everyone, and they'll have their own set at the We Skullin' Party as well. And then we end with the Junk New. And we also will have the Battle of the Bands featuring the various high school pop and marching bands as well.
I want to talk about food. Can I get a good plate of food?
You're gonna get a good plate of food from Bahamian food. We have conch fritters. We have chicken in the bag.
Chicken in the bag.
We have chicken in the bag.
We have a Red Cross
We have
booth.
a Red Cross booth, and then also I also have to highlight we
That's
are going to
it's a
have
dinner plate.
a
Yeah.
booth that will feature all of the past presidents of the Red Cross.
Oh, that's nice. That's different.
So all of them will be under a tent, and you get to take a picture with them. You get to meet them. You get to ask them questions. We also will have that there at the fair as well.
All right. I just want to say I know one of these names, Antonio J. Thompson.
Yes.
He is a contemporary sort of I won't say pop, but like folk gospel
Singer, yes.
singer. And so I just want to say you're gonna have your old school Bahamian gospel.
Yes.
You're gonna have Shabak there with a variety of styles. Antonio J. Thompson have this sort of like I say contemporary
Yes, very CCM. Yes.
style. And then I'm sure you're gonna have some good old rake and scrape.
Yes, we will.
Phil
David
Stubbs
Chase will
style.
be there. We have the
Yeah.
Royal Palmers Police Force Choir that will be there. So we want everyone to come out and enjoy. So once you come there at the 12 at 12 and all of the entertainment that we have to offer.
Now, you gonna have any alcoholic beverages
Yes,
available?
we do have a bar stall that will be there, and it's going to be close to the Domino
Table.
tournament.
Yeah. All right.
So libations will be there.
That sounds good. I like my libation.
Oh, and we can have that strategically placed.
Yeah, good
Yes.
stuff. Far, far from the kiddies' corner.
Yes, far,
of
far.
course.
But we want the parents to bring out the kids. We have a special kids corner that will feature those large Connect Fours, those large
The jumbo
The
games?
jumbo games will be there as well. So
So
we
I
want
can
you to
just
bring your
leave
kids.
my child
You
there
can
and
just
go.
leave your card and forget about it. And we have someone that will be there at the kids corner that will be playing games with them, making sure that they're safe, making sure they're secured. All of that will be there in the kids corner. So we want the parents to bring out the entire family.
And their parents and kids, remember to turn the location on your phone or any of your devices you bring out there.
Yes.
Because it could be a fun time.
Yes.
The Bahamians ain't trying to take your things. If
No.
you have your location on, you
Yes.
could easily find your things.
Before we let our Red Cross guests go, and have Travis give us a rundown one more time as we're going to take the break. Date, time, where else happening? Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's going to be on Saturday, our wacky fish fry. A heritage site, and it begins at 12 noon. We have entertainment straight through, Battle of the Bands, the Praise Party concert, and the Sculling Party, and we end and begin with both Junkanoo rush outs. And we have a domino tournament that will start at 3 p.m. for the juniors and 5 o'clock for the seniors as well. And we have a kids corner for all the kids as well, and we have over 50 stalls that would be there at the fair. And ticket price is adults is $10 and children for $5. So bring the entire family.
Hold on, and the concert is in that $10 or
In the $10,
told
you
you,
get
we-
that and the Sculling Party
Everything
in the
included.
$10. Everything
And the
included,
Battle of the Band.
and the Battle of the
Everything
Bands.
for $10.
All of that for $10
So come
for
spend
adults
the
and
day
$5
with
for
us.
children. Spend the day with us.
Hoopla, right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Hoopla or nothing. That's my new gang. That's my new gang slogan. Hoopla or nothing.
I'd just like to thank Kim Thurston and also Travis Edgecombe for joining us. They're from the Red Cross, and they're talking about their big fair that's happening next week, Saturday. It's going to start at 12 noon until you're tired and say, man, I going home to go sleep.
Yes.
Right? For mere $10, you're getting all kind of big concert and all kind of activities and entertainment. And of course, they have all kind of food. Of course, if you want to come and meet all the past presidents of the Red Cross, come and hang out with them, take some pictures, shoot the
some
breeze,
history.
get some history.
Ask some
And then,
questions,
of
yeah.
course, ask questions about the importance of the Red Cross, where it's going, and whatever it is there. I really, truly appreciate it. We'll definitely be out there Saturday, Aaron.
Yeah,
next week, Saturday.
I can be in that area, so
Oh,
I
we're
have to
looking for
spend
Aaron
part of
now.
the
We
day.
Yeah.
looking for you, and we
Listen,
looking for you at the
when-
always be at the hoopla table.
When I
Yes.
come through with my gang of Grammys, listen, you think I mad about Dupla? That's who teach me. We coming. We gonna be there.
All right. Thank you very much. We're going to take this quick commercial break. Guardian Radio AM. Have a wonderful day. We'll be right back.
It's a guaranteed show when people come back for more. Hanging out on the beach in Nassau. It's amazing how say I just love this side of it. Fish fry is here to stay. Down at the fish fry. Down at the fish fry.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Beulah gal, can you believe this? We are now the patrol queens of the neighborhood.
We now large and in charge. So we need to check out what's going on in everybody's yard. What about that gun that we know that Junior and his homeboys just ran out? Can we report that too?
Of course we can.
But we could be in deep trouble if they find out.
We need to report what we see, Beulah. When you call Crime Stoppers, they just answer your call in Miami.
So then we can report everything? Guns, where they hiding the drugs, who shoot who part of which gang, or who disturbing the peace with the loud music and the motorcycles.
Then our neighborhood will be the best in the Bahamas. And everybody gonna want to come live here. And then our house price will go up, gal.
So what we waiting on? What's the number?
If you see something, say something. Let us all pitch in and stop the crime before it's your time. Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands. Or text us through the Crack Crime Bahamas app. Stop the crime before it's your time.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become 2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Spring is in the air, and so are the rewards. The Water and Sewage Corporation wants to thank you for staying on top of your bills. When you pay your bill in full, you'll be entered for a chance to win one of 3 Easter baskets filled with exciting surprises. Pay in full before your due date. Complete the entry form, and you'll be entered to win. Visit our social media pages for details. Hop to it and win with the Water and Sewage Corporation. Hurry! Offer ends April 17th.
I've been up at Penda and I meet him in the showroom. I said, Penda, I just come out of a showroom in Portugal and let me tell you something, damn showroom and selection ain't got nothing on yours. Man, I like this stock of porcelain and ceramic tile you got here. What I really like is the range of sizes that come in. 8 by 48, 12 by 24, 24 by 24. And what I really like more than the things I really like is the price. From $275 a square foot to $494 a square foot and all in between. You can't beat that. Not even with a 2x4 from Enterprises.
Everybody Wins Live is bringing you the ultimate giveaway, a brand new Cybertruck. For every $30 spent, you're in the drawing for the ultimate grand prize, a Cybertruck. Drawing live at the Vibes Cartel concert March 29th. You'll also be automatically entered to win tickets to see the world boss himself. 25 lucky winners every single week. Visit everybodywinslive.com to get into the game. See website for full terms and conditions. Must be 18 or over to participate.
Boy, I read the last time we took a trip down in Nago, but this time we going to San Salvador.
Say what? You talk about my hometown? Over the UE, over the hill, down in the field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah! But madam, give me this ring that scream style. Watch it.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio AM. Of course, this is C.A. Newry. Aaron Green is joining me today. We have the people who came from the best school in the Bahamas. No, it's not QC, Aaron. Because I know you're going to bring that up since you'll have your big brain thing.
We are the best. Apparently, they are the best.
Yes, we have the government high school in the house, and they're talking about their Phoenix Award. And you know, when we're talking about the government high school, you know, Paul Fernand going to be someplace in the background interrupting me whilst I speak. Nice. But in studio today, we have Miss Dorothy Campbell.
Yes, sir.
And then also we have Miss Vanessa Scott. Right? And they're here to tell us about what's all happening for Government High. This is the Alumni Association type of thing, and they having big activities happening, right? So I want to go in more detail with that, and I guess I'll start off with you, Miss Campbell. Tell us what's happening with the Alumni Association.
So we're here because we're celebrating 100 years of nation building. And we don't put too much emphasis on we just say it. Because once I'm from the class of 1978, which meant that I entered in 73 Poinciana Drive. And I spent 2 years in Yellow Elder at the government high school. We didn't want that, but it happened. And we are here as the Alumni Association to invite everyone who ever went to government high. If you entered on Poinciana and left on Poinciana, if you entered on Poinciana and graduated from Yellow Elder, if you entered in Yellow Elder and graduated from Yellow Elder, you are to be considered a government high school graduate.
So when you say everyone, you mean everyone.
If
The
you
government high
pass by
and government high.
You want to be called the government high alumni, be part of the alumni association. Come on, we want you there. There's only one government high school, and that's the government high school.
So what event is happening?
So we have a slew of events that's happening during the month of April. Of course, in January, we started out with our Dollars for Scholars, where all classes of the government high school will give money so that we can donate it to the upbuilding of the school. And our final presentation will be around April 24th or so, where we all will come with our checks. And so I'm hoping class of 78, if you can hear me, please, let's get our monies together. We did well last year, and we want to do the same thing even better this year.
But the quick question, let
Yes,
me
sir.
ask for the class of 78. Which class are you from, Miss Scott, first of all? You look so young, man.
Oh, yes.
Is there a separate WhatsApp group, and then there's a major WhatsApp group for?
Yes. So the class of 78 we have our class of 78 group. And then you have the GHS Alumni Association. And so if you paid your dues, you will become a part of that association.
Okay, how much did you use this?
$60 every 2 years.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not
$30 a year.
$30 a year.
$30 a year.
Yes, I know Paul's going to come out of somewhere. How you doing, Mr.
That's
Fernando?
our president.
I am quite well, and I'd like to say hello to Doris.
Hello, sir.
The chaplain of the alumni, and Vanessa, the chairman of the Phoenix Awards. You would ask what I'll be doing this year for the centennial celebrations, so I thought I'd just go down the list and then
Go
turn it
ahead,
back
sir.
over to the ladies. Like she said, starting in January, we started the Government High School Alumni Dollars for Scholars program. In April, we will be having 2 church services, one at Hillview Seventh-day Adventist on April the 5th, and then another one in Grand Bahama on April the 13th. Right after that, we'll have our we'll have the Phoenix Awards, which is April 5th. Then we'll be distributing our centennial celebration merchandise from the Government High School lobby. Then on the 25th, the Government High School Dollars for Scholars will conclude with the presentation of checks to the school on the 25th starting at 9 a.m. April 25th. Then on the 26th, we have our gala, Centennial celebrations, Royal Blue and White Gala over at Paradise Island. And then between April 28th and May 3rd, we'll have our Alumni Centennial Exhibition at Government High School, and then it moves to the Morning Marathon for the last day on the 3rd. And then in July, we'll have our GHS Alumni Association elections. So now I can turn it back over to the ladies.
Okay, let me ask Ms. Scott a question. Paul mentioned the word Phoenix Award, and he go on to something called the Royal Blue Gala.
Yes.
Is that 2 separate things?
It's 2 separate events.
And explain each event to me so I can understand what you're talking about.
Okay, the Phoenix Awards is where we recognize our alumni that have really, really been a part of nation building. They have excelled. Now, we have so many alumni. You know, I like to brag that the government high school, which started April 19th, Nassau Court, downtown, that's where we originated. And then we moved in the early 60s to Poinciana Drive, and then in the 70s to Yellow Elder. But we can boast that we have given the Bahamas, we have given this nation 3 prime ministers. We have given this nation 4 governor generals. We have given this nation 4 attorney generals.
Sounds she bragging.
We have given this nation the first lady in the House of Assembly, elected to the House of Assembly. We have given this nation the first female governor general. They are all alumni. It's
She's
so many more.
bragging.
Chief justices,
I can't
attorney
stop them
generals.
because I think they gave us the one and only Leela Green
That-
and the one and
I-
only
we
Stanley
should,
Mitchell.
you know what I'm saying?
I may have to brag with them.
You have to brag.
Are you joining
You
in?
have to brag. You have to brag.
Join
so,
us.
you know, we don't worry about the other people that come along and say they did this or they did that. you
Queen's
know?
College have any prime ministers yet?
We embrace
Not
them.
yet.
Not yet.
I'm,
Any governor generals yet? Queen's College?
I'm unable to accommodate this
Not yet.
conversation at the moment. Protocol has not been established.
Any chief justice yet?
No.
Not yet.
The majority of them have come from the government high.
We have a Gail Saunders. We have a Dr. Gail
Ain't the
Saunders.
same. You see the list? See, any commissioner of police yet for Queen's College? Not yet.
Green Slade sounded like he sounded like he went to QC though.
Go ahead, Mr. Fernando.
Mr. Newry, yes. Well, I'd like to list the names of the persons that will be receiving Phoenix Awards this year. Posthumously, Dr. Kevin Bethel, who was also an administrator at Government High School. Then there was also posthumously, Neville Dorset, that's Porky Dorset's father, Mr. Peter Bethel, Mr. James Smith, Mr. Walter Bain. He was the caretaker of Government High School. He was the caretaker at Nassau Court, Poinciana Drive, and at Bahama Games Boulevard. But he died. He died tragically at a young age. But he gave his all to Government High, and we like to celebrate him. Also posthumously is Dr. Perry Gomez, and the persons who are still with us who will be receiving their awards will be Mrs. Angela Player, Dr. Emmanuel Francis, Ms. Minnerly Woodside Hancheld, Reverend Dr. Hervis Bain, Ms. Camille Johnson, Dr. Robin Roberts, Mr. Bernard Porky Dorset, Dr. Bernard Nottage, who is also posthumously, Mr. Vincent Vanderpool Wallace, Dr. Rhonda Chipman Johnson, Mr. Sheila Culmer, Francina D. Horton Darling Lewis, Mr. Paul King, Mrs. Julianne Dorset, Dr. Marcus Bethel, Dolores Agatha Francis Williams, Mr. Anthony Boozy Roll, Mrs. Dorothy Darling Yearwood, Mrs. Gloria Gilbert, Margaret Hepburn McKay, Dwight Sawyer, and Sandra Archer. Those are the persons that will be receiving
That's who's
their
who
awards.
in the Bahamas.
That's right.
That's some of the who's who.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Those are actually, when the Phoenix Award was started by Paul and others, so they saw the need for it. I think the inaugural ones, we honored persons from the classes of 30 and 40s, the graduating classes of 30s and 40s. Yes. Last year, the second awards were the graduates of 50s. So this year, you'll find that these awardees are graduates from 1960 to so it makes it easier for recognition.
Okay.
Yes.
And you see where you're going. So I understand the Phoenix Award. Is any food going to happen at this award? Because I always ask them for food.
Yes, we're going to have food.
And any
food
ticket prices or anything?
The ticket prices are $60. Yes, and you can pick them up from myself 424-9587. You can call Mr. Paul Fernando. You can call Vanessa at
425-2772.
And our committee members for the Phoenix Awards would be.
She just caught you off guard. She didn't tell me the name.
I am actually, she is a
Newry,
part
while
of.
she's getting the list of the names, I can start talking about the Centennial Gala.
So you can start talking about the Centennial Gala and let them know that every band that's going to be there, the Government High School.
Yes.
Everything that's happening at the gala will be done by someone who would have attended the Government High
An
School.
alumni.
So listen to these bands.
Yes.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, well, the Centennial Gala, which is under the theme Phoenix Rising, celebrating our legacy, embracing tomorrow, will be held Lattice Ballroom. And we have the GHS pop band, Magic Ivy. We have Visage. We have the Soulful Groovers, which the lead singer is Val, who graduated in 1978. We have Nishi LS, who also graduated from Government High School. Funky D, who also graduated from Government High School. And then we have Mr. Carlton Morse. He'll be the DJ. He's also a graduate. That's C.B. Morse's son. So we have a really exciting list of performers and entertainers at the event. We have a deluxe bar from 7 until 11. It's free. And we have an awesome menu of food. The tickets are only $300. And we also will be celebrating two of our living legends, Mr. Rupert Roberts and Sir Albert Turnquest, during our galas, our centennial gala.
It's again another who is who in of the Bahamas there.
Oh, and I failed to mention that it's under the patronage of Dame Janet Bostwick and Dame Anita Allen.
Both head girls, former head girls.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. You mentioned the school is GHS is on Yellow Elder. Is that the street name? I always call it that university.
Bahama Games Boulevard.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I know where we are. I know where we are. Okay. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, so protocol has recently been established, and our QC notable alumni include Sir Dorwood Knowles,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Keva Bethel, Michael Thompson, the basketball player, the late Obi Wilchcombe, Glennis Hannah Martin, and then I have to call this name you all don't know, right?
No.
Class 1992, Dr. Herbert Hugh Thompson, my classmate, is a world-renowned cybersecurity expert, and he was integral in the investigation and documentation of the George Bush Jr. elections.
And we humbly embrace all.
We are proud to be in the same Bahamas as the government high school and its alum.
But please note that some of the alumni from other schools
They would have
sought
come over.
A levels to the government high, so they're actually also graduates of the government
Actually,
high.
in the class of 78, we have 3 students who came over. Oh no, 7 who came from QC. Joy Martin, the Tricos, Brent Tavel. Yeah.
Okay, y'all running out.
No, I just want to note that we ain't mentioned SAC at all in this conversation.
No, SAC was a non-entity.
I didn't say that, Mr. New. I just saying. I did say something.
Okay, I can have these ladies be quiet, Paul,
Yeah,
because they're running out. Go ahead, Paul.
Yes, we only have all this information out. We have a lot of information to get out, and there's a lot of persons that attended government high school.
Yes.
We could never stop going down that list.
Never.
But I failed to mention that the father of labor, Sir Ronald Fox, also went to government high, along with the father of tourism, Stafford Sands.
Went the government high.
Okay, everybody going to government high. Let's talk about the events. Let's talk about the events. So,
besides our merchandise line that we will be distributing after April
Our centennial
15th.
merchandise line, specially
We have
manufactured for
swim
this
trunk,
year.
2 T-shirts, one for males, one for females. We have a female tunic. We have a gentleman's tunic. We have a scarf, as well as a lot of other stuff. And people can former students can locate them on our website, tghsalumni.com.
you all have your own website now?
Yes, we do.
You all didn't have that the last time you all here.
Oh, it's called Progress.
Okay. Go ahead. Merchandise on the website. Continue,
All
Paul.
the information about everything that we're talking about today is on the website. And if persons would like to be included in the WhatsApp chat for former students, or if they want to join the alumni, they can also find that information on the website.
So how does one join this WhatsApp group? And I see we have a phone call who I could try to squeeze them in. But how does one join a WhatsApp group?
Well, we have a group now. Persons can call me 395-3536. I can send them the link. But we've been asking former students that are on the link to pass on the link to their classmates who are not on. We have about 500 members so far.
Okay. Let me squeeze in this call, Fernando. People calling want to speak to you. Go ahead, caller. Can you hear me?
Yes, good afternoon.
You get cut off already, caller?
Good afternoon.
Yes, you're live.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, listen, they were going quite well, and I'm going to applaud them for a job well done and for all the persons who would have passed through the institute called the government high. But when you start talking the nonsense about SAC, is a non-factor. Now you course we'd have to call in.
So, sir, I corrected them immediately, and I let them know that my daughter is a proud alumna of the Great Sack. So there you go.
Yes, please, please. But I
red
I
machine.
do want you to know that the government high school is the one that you're referring to, and not GHS.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
The government high. No,
Please, hold on. Please don't do that, because we have notables of Dr. Ian Strawn.
Yes.
Who's the Vice President of the University of the Bahamas.
Yes.
We have Mr. Gershon Major, who's the Chairman of the Gaming Association
Yes, sir.
of the
Commissioner of
Bahamas.
Police, Alison Greenslade.
We have Greenslade, who's the former Commissioner of Police. We have Pauline
doctors.
Davis, who's the most decorated sports person in the Bahamas.
Exactly.
They've all passed through government high.
Mr. Romel Knowles,
Yes.
who's the president of the Olympic Association. So please
And we have the
don't
likes
feel
of
like
an astute businessman by the name of Charles Donegal who went there as well.
Right. We have a litany of persons that still accomplish a lot in this country and continue to develop the Bahamas.
Our students, yes.
Call you there before you go. Let me call
High school, say that correctly, because the government high school no longer exists.
No, now it's government high school. We celebrate.
Well, we don't emphasize but we always say the government high
name.
school.
Some people just pronounce
the
word
the.
Yes.
But it's only
still
one
the
government high
school.
It started in Kings Court. It went to Poinciana Drive, and now it's on Bahama Games Boulevard.
Yeah, it's the
If you
government
go
high
there, you will see the progress that has been made over the last 3 years, and the school has lifted itself up. It's amazing the contribution that the now students are going to make to the Bahamas.
In the
So we
future.
want to continue to lift them up.
And
we don't want them to feel like
Yes.
there was two government highs.
And
There's
speaking
always
about that,
only
Paul,
one government high.
they have, if you go on their Facebook, you will see how many of them, they had an increase in passes and they celebrated those students. I mean, and it was fantastic to see that. And I went on Facebook and I celebrated with them. And so we continue to congratulate, we continue to excel, and we continue to be a part of this Modern Muhammad.
So this everybody who attended the government.
100 years.
The centennial celebration started in January.
Yes.
It recognizes persons from 1925 to 2025.
Yes.
All the persons that matriculated through the government high school. That included Perry Christie, Sir Lyndon,
Sir Orville,
A.D.
Cecil
Hannah.
Wallace, all of them.
You're bragging again.
Yes, we brag.
As well as the ones that are now making waves in the Bahamas. We have Miss Bernadette King Gibson, who is now the president of Zonta internationally.
And
she went to government high school.
Joaquin,
I don't want to keep on calling the names, but we just want to.
So I will move you and start talking about dates again, right? Because you're bragging with these names and calling and bragging again. But give me some dates now. What's all happening again? We talked about the Phoenix Award, of course. We talked about the Royal Blue Gala, and of course, someone mentioned something about some kind of art exposition, exhibition.
Okay, let me go down the list again. In April the 5th, we'll be having the
Phoenix
church
Award.
service at Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church, and that evening we'll have the Phoenix Awards on the 5th. On the 13th, we go to Grand Bahama to celebrate with our fellow former students in Grand Bahama. April 25th, we'll have the presentation of checks for dollars for scholars on the gala, and then on April 28th
And then, Paul, can
to
we
May
just
3rd,
say that our chairpersons for the gala will be Dawn and Sue Demerit. They're from the class of 77. Sue and Dawn is from the class of 73 or 74. 74.
Yeah.
So
April 28th to May 3rd is the exhibition at Government High School, and it will conclude at the Ball Marathon. And then July, the Government High School Alumni Association will hold their elections of new officers.
So April is going to be a busy month for you.
Very busy.
Very busy.
Every other day will be an event. that government high school students and former students, alumni, would be doing something.
Yes, we started in April of 1925, and so it's only fitting that the majority of our events be held in that month.
So when you talk about paraphernalia, the graphics already concluded, because I know y'all changed name. Once upon a time, I know Government High was the Magics. And then
No, Government High was the Phoenix.
We were
The Phoenix?
first.
Okay.
Phoenix.
And then it became Magic.
Then we became Magic.
but-
Then we were also Countrymen.
Countryman.
Yeah, we were, yeah.
Okay.
So, but we went back to the original, the Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And that's why you have the Phoenix Award.
Yes.
Would you be giving any tribute to all of the other?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And
Go ahead.
go ahead, Paul.
So right now, the principal of the Government High School, Mrs. Pavia
She's also-
Rose, has given it Government High the name Magic Phoenix. That would include both names.
Right.
And they have a new logo. So if you go by Government High at any time, you will see the logo on the gate. Mr. Fritz Grant is the assistant principal. He is also a former graduate of Government High School. And they're doing a fantastic job at the Government High School.
No, I'm excited. We have 2 more minutes. I want you to remind everybody about what all is happening. Of course, I want to thank my guests who are in studio, Miss Dorothy Campbell and Scott, and that's Paul Fernando, who's the president of the Alumni Association, who's joined us via Zoom. And they're going through the activities to sort of say they're celebrating 100 years. That means none of the original people are still alive who attended the school.
I don't think so. But I have a correction to make for the co-chairs of the ball would be Sharon Gibson and Dawn Demerit.
Okay,
Yes.
and I think I have a correction to make. Paul said that James Smith was posthumous. He's not. James Smith is the former governor of the Central Bank, and he is very much alive.
Give us some phone numbers so we can
My
get
apologies.
some phone numbers so we can contact you.
Phone numbers here would be 424-9587.
425-2772. Vanessa Scott.
And what's the website again?
It's the Government High School Alumni Association website.
PGHSalumni.com.
You said James Smith. They meant James Smith Carmichael, one of the original entrants into the Government High School.
Yes.
QC send that one. Sorry.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed the show, man. I love when Government High come and brag and remind us that they are the Government High School of the Bahamas, and they have everybody who attended that school became great.
Because they took the lead in growing a culture of appreciation for education in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
You actually had to pass an exam to enter the Government High.
We need to bring that back again. Anyway, this has been Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Newry. Thank you very much for joining us as we celebrate with the Government High School with their events and their ball, the Magic Phoenix and the Magic Phoenix Ball. And of course, they could be honoring a number of alumni members in the upcoming weeks. Good?
Those who have graduated. 60
Yes.
to 69.
60 to 69. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Guardian Radio AM.
Thank you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.